Hello everyone, Aerophite here, and today I'm going to mess around with the give command because in the snapshots for 1.7 it has been changed dramatically actually, and it's a good change. I'm in 13W37B, and but this does work in 36B if you want to do it there. Now, disclaimer before I truly begin, I think I'm getting a little sick, so my nose is stuffed and everything, so I'm terribly sorry if you hear some sniffles and stuff in the middle of the video. Okay, so first off, let's look at the give command. It is give player item the amount, data, and data tag. If you don't know how to read this, everything that's in these less than, greater than brackets are required. Everything else is not. Everything in these normal brackets, all the good stuff. But if you're going to use the data tag, which is the new portion, you have to put the amount and data as well. Okay, so I got 5 different command blocks. They all spawn a leather tunic, but each one of them is slightly changed. I kind of build up, kind of like I did on the horse one. Okay, so first thing, give the player 299, which is a leather tunic, one of them. It has no metadata, so I just left it 0. Now you open up the brace, and remember you got to have the closed one at the end too if you're going to use data tags. I want to enchant it, right? And then brackets because it's a list, and then braces because it's also a compound inside of that. And I'll show you why in a minute. And anyway, I wanted to give it the enchantment with ID 34, which is unbreaking. And then something I found really cool is that I can change the level to something that isn't natural. You know, unbreaking, I don't know what the highest one is, 4, 3, something like that. I think it's 3 actually. But I can put it all the way up to 10. And as you can see here, it's got unbreaking enchantment level 10,000. Okay. So then I add another enchantment because you don't have to just keep it with one enchantment. And this is why it's the compound thing with the braces. You close your brace for your first enchantment, you put a comma, and you open your brace for the next enchantment. I gave it ID 0, which is just regular protection, and I gave it level 4 because that's the highest you can naturally get. But just like this one, you can make it as high as you want to. And you spawn it, and you can see you got protection 4 along with the previous enchantment. Now, the reason I'm using a leather tunic is for this next example. You can change the color now. So you get done with your enchantment, and you see how it's got the brackets here? Right here. Okay, well, after the closing of that bracket, put a comma, and you put display. And then you put a colon and brace. And that's because it's compound. Once again, remember, if it's a compound, you got to have this. You say color, and then the color required is an integer number. Right? An integer is a number without decimal places. Now, the reason that it's such a big number, and that seems really random, but it's not, is that normally colors are represented by hex codes, and this is the decimal value of the hex code FFF, which is pure white. Okay, and there you go. So now I got myself a white leather tunic with all the protections. It even shows what color it is down there and all that good stuff. Okay, moving on. You can now name it also. So, inside the display tag still, right after color, put name, and then in quotation marks, because it's a string, you put whatever name you want. I called it the lightning tunic. Okay? Gotta make sure you have the closing, all the closing stuff, right? Keep that in mind. It's the most confusing thing about the entire thing. Okay, so now I have the lightning tunic with all the previous stuff I did. And then, last but not least, you can add a little description to it, which they labeled lore inside this. So right after you've put the quotation marks for the lightning tunic, you put a comma, lore, and then brackets, because it's a list. And then inside that list, there are strings. And you can put multiple strings. So I put get zapped in quotes, right? And then I put comma, zipped real good. I meant to put zapped real good. Zapped real goods. Exclamation marks. Make sure everything is closed. You will have problems if there is not. I think it's probably the most common mistake. Get it? And got the Lightning Tunic with Unbreaking Enchantment level 10,000, Protection 4, Color FFF, and the description is Get Zapped, Zapped Real Goods. Okay, I hope you liked the video, guys. If you want to see something like this again, whether it be enchantments, summoning, using that tell raw command, I think is what it's called. I haven't messed with it yet, but I'm going to. Anything like that, please let me know, because I am going to do them anyway. But I would prefer to do something that y'all want to see, so if you have any suggestions as to what you want me to do for all that stuff, please let me know in the comments below.